Oh, there we go. All right, so how is everybody doing?
I have a headache, but I'm good.
There's Amanda down here. Well, on my screen, you're down here. I want to say congratulations to Amanda for her Emerald promotion.
Woo!
And Taylor went Ruby. And who else is in here? Anyone that promoted? I don't think. I don't know. I can't see all, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure. Okay. So it's December and I don't know who to look at. I feel like I'm just staring at nothing. December, it can be a slower month, just like November, but it is what you put back into it. So it's slow in a sense because people are busy with the holidays, but it needs to be a busy month for you guys. And I know it's busy with holidays, but it's a month that you need to be acting like a crazy person and planting every seed you can possibly plant. Tons of people are going to tell you they don't have money. They maybe after the holidays, you're going to hear a lot of that. So don't get discouraged. That's a normal thing. It means that people are thinking about it, and after the holidays, they're going to be excited and probably join you. So January is when they're probably going to announce bonuses. And last year they announced double good bonuses, which was ridiculous. And it was for anybody. So even if you had been in already for 6 months or whatever, if you hit that rank for the first time, you got double good bonus, which was $20,000 for diamond. So I don't know if they're going to do that this year, but they're going to do something. So, that is going to get people super excited. It'll be a huge push for people to want to join you. So that being said, it's not just going to explode unless you have been planting the seeds. So, if January and February come and you haven't been working your butt off, nobody's going to join you. So you need to have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people, like everybody that you have ever talked to. If it's been 6 months or 3 months or a year and a half, whatever it's been, you need to message these people. Because it's a numbers game. So the more people you can sign, the higher your chance of finding people that are going to run with you. So last year, was it January? I was a Ruby, and February I hit, was it February? Yeah, February I hit Emerald, and by February, March, April, I was a double diamond. So and I can tell you, I thought that was never going to happen. So do not think it's not going to happen. It just needs to be, you have to work like you're totally insane. And there's nothing else that I can say about that. Just work like a crazy person. So with that being said, let me look. I made a couple notes.
Do you get the good bonus just by hitting that rank?
Yes. I mean, depending on what they decide to bring back, if it's a good bonus or whatever bonus it is, say it's, if it is for diamond and above, if you hit diamond, you get that bonus or whatever it is that they're offering.
Is it though, like if you hit it before they do the bonuses, do you qualify, or is it just for the people that qualify the day that they set it for?
It's like, say, if they announce it in January, if you make that rank in January, then you get the bonus.
Okay.
So if you were already not, you're not going to.
Okay.
Let's see.
How do we ask?
Go ahead.
Me?
There's so many people. I'm like, who's talking? Oh, Taylor raised hand.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this. No, that's my question. Okay, you say work like a crazy person. What does that mean? What do you do? I feel like I'm not doing enough, but at the same time, I feel like I'm doing a lot.
Well, I mean, I think it's a little different for everybody because everybody has different schedules. Some people other jobs, whatever it is that you are doing, you need to do more of it. You need to, you just need to do more. You need to post more pictures. You need to follow up more. You need to be more excited. You need to be, one of the things that we need to be doing this month, because it's a little slower, is to be excited, extra excited every day. You need to be talking about, I'm so excited for 2016 because, I'm looking forward to my life changing in this way, whatever it is. If you're looking forward to paying off debt of some kind, or if you're looking forward to, quitting your part-time job or whatever it is. So this month you need to be posting about how excited you are. You can't wait to see what they're going to release as far as bonuses go. You can't wait for how much your life is going to change, because the next 31 days are all seed planting, and people are going to see those posts every single day. So come January, when, business gets really exciting, all those people are going to join you. So by working like a crazy person, for me, that means, it's harder now because I have a little baby and a crazy 3-year-old, but for me, it means getting myself excited and making sure I don't skip out on any posts, no skipping out on opportunity posts. It means stopping, sometimes I slack on following up, and I always talk about following up on Fridays or Thursday nights, but for me, I follow up every day. I don't wait until Friday. I follow up. Like, say I talked with somebody a week ago, or let's say 3 weeks ago on a Thursday. There's nothing that says that you can't follow up. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, you follow up with people. So, if it's somebody that I haven't talked to, I will just scroll back through and follow up. But you need to be making sure that you're posting your 3 before and afters each day. Whether it's like, I need 2 people to be product testers, you need to be asking for leads, asking for business, because if you're not asking, if people aren't leaving their information, you're not gaining any leads, and you're not going to have all those leads to pull from. So I can tell you, and Jen can tell you, last year, Jen and I worked like mad people. We texted each other all day long. We pulled from every person we had ever talked to get distributors, to get customers. February, March, and April, I guess, I pulled in around 15 to 17 customers each month. And those were not necessarily, I would say a quarter of those people were new people I had talked to, but most of them were people from like the whole year, or I guess the whole year that I had been a distributor. So that's the only way you're going to do it, is if you're planting those seeds and you have tons of people to pull from. Because if you've only talked to like, 4 to 10 people or whatever it is, you're going to have a hard time producing the volume you need. It's when you promote, you have to help your teammates some of the time. In a perfect world, we would all be at 400 volume. We would all have everything we needed on our charts, but that's not how it is most of the time. So in order to help out your team, help out your distributors under you, you have to be able to have enough leads that you will have enough people that will sign up because of the great deals, the promotions, whatever they decide to do, to, fill your volume and fill your chart. So you just have to plant a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm rambling.
Can you hear everybody talking at once?
Yeah, but nobody's talking. They're just listening.
Okay, because I can only hear you, so I don't know if I was messed up or not.
No, there are people that have it muted, and then there are other people just listening.
Okay. I had a question. Now I can't remember it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'll think of it.
Yeah, so, for me, working like a crazy person just means, I think the biggest thing is I kind of, I was very focused. I think you need to stay focused. I think you need to get on your Instagram more and stay off of Facebook. And I know we all like are constantly checking Facebook notifications, which is okay, but like I think it sometimes consumes more of our time than we need it to be. And you really need to just dive back into your Instagram and just follow all day long. Just keep following, keep posting, because, you know, what might seem repetitive to us is going to be new to all of our new followers. So let's see, what else? Oh, I wanted to talk about, you know, a lot of people are saying, how do I get my team to, or how do I get them to run with me, or, you know, they're not communicating with me or whatever. Even if you have one distributor or two, or well, I guess you need more than one, but 2 distributors or more. And something that I know a lot of people on here, like Amanda, what is this thing on my screen? Get away. Amanda's team is a good example of it right now. Elise and Peter, all of them, they have it going really well too. But layering your leadership, you know, you're kind of taking some of the pressure off of you. You need to be kind of handing off some of the work to, you know, your other teammates. When I sign people, I always place them under somebody. So I try to place people, not just to fill boxes on my chart, but to place them where I feel like they will connect with people. Because in the past, especially when I was promoting before, I was kind of just filling boxes, filling my chart up. But I have seen a huge jump in, you know, people that I guess they're kind of like coming out of the woodwork as leaders, and they are getting excited. They feel more responsibility. So what you need to do is connect with teammates, try to place people together that are, you know, might have some common bond, or maybe they live in the same area, or whatever it is. Go by your gut feeling and place people together that you think will connect, because once those connections start, it is a lot easier to run with your teammates and you know, be each other's allies. And I've just seen a huge jump in promotions and just overall leadership on the team that way. So be cautious, you know, be aware of where you're placing people, because if you're just placing, you're probably going to see a lot of people dropping off, and you're not going to be able to be the only one training all those people. You need to find other leaders within, and that just was placing people together that you feel like might form a bond. So let's see. I'm just listening to see if Johnny's going to wake up, because he went to sleep really weird tonight. He was like, I fed him, and then he just laid there and stared at me for like 10 minutes. And then I put him in the crib, and it was just way too quiet, and he went to sleep. So I don't know what's going to happen, but okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is, I know you guys are, everyone's always wondering how to get distributors. And I actually, my sister posted a video from Jade. Was it Jade? Yeah, Jade earlier, about life posts and, you know, what you should be posting, how to attract people, all that stuff. So I wanted to talk more about that. Does anyone, let me see, let me look at my notes again. All right, I'm looking at my notes. Does anybody have any questions at this point? No, it's too quiet.
I don't think so. You're pretty good to hit each topic on the head.
All right. Well, let's talk about life posts, because I think that's the huge thing. And some people feel like they're posting and they're not getting any results or whatever it is. So I'm having like a brain fart. Hold on. Okay, so what you need to be doing to attract people is you need to be consistent, for one. A lot of people feel like they're still posting the same stuff every day, like the same exact thing. Remember that it takes a lot longer for people to join you. I don't know how long did it take you guys before you decided to join?
Like 8 months.
8 months.
It took me a month.
A year.
It took me over a year. It took me like 10 minutes.
I had actually talked to other distributors before, and then I saw your picture about debt, and I was like, okay.
Okay, well, I know like the last 3 people, like Crystal, I think we had talked for almost a year or something.
Yeah.
Let's see, Amanda, one of the last people I signed, she's not on. I know it was like, I don't know, 5 months or so. So who else was it? Tara? I'm not sure that she's on here either. I don't think so.
I'm on here.
Oh,
it was like 8 months.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I think we started talking in like February or something.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and I sat there and twiddled my thumbs for 8 months.
So my point isn't to like point anyone out at procrastinating, but it's that, maybe you see people that are signing people, it seems to be left and right. Like I've signed 3 or 4 people in the last 3 weeks, but just so you see, most of those people are people that I have been talking to for 6 months or 9 months or a year, whatever. So don't get discouraged if, you've talked with 10 people and nobody signed up instantly. Those people, they have to wait until they feel ready, or they have to wait until something you say sparks something inside of them, whatever it is. So just don't be discouraged. That's why we're planting seeds, because the seeds that you planted, a year ago are going to bloom in January or February. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't want you to feel like you're failing at, getting people to sign up, because every single day people are watching you.
So what do you do with the distributors that aren't responding back to you in your conversations?
People that, like potential distributors?
Yeah.
Okay. So people, like, they're not responding at all anymore, or?
Yeah, just pretty quiet. You can tell that they saw your message and everything.
Okay.
You just keep writing back.
If it's somebody that showed interest, if they said that they were going to join at some point or whatever, if it's somebody that just read my initial message that I sent, my first little bit of info to, and they read it and they say nothing, I usually give that a while longer before I follow up with them. If it's somebody that I've talked with, like they responded, said they were interested, whatever, and I've followed up with them. I mean, I wish I had a secret answer to it, but really, the only thing you can do is follow up. I try not to bug people, so follow up, every 2-3 weeks or so at that point. Usually if it goes with 3 like unanswered and they've read it 3 unanswered times, I kind of leave it alone.
Okay.
I feel like at that point, they're kind of giving you their answer, but it doesn't hurt, say a couple months from then, maybe just extend your time period, go 2 or 3 months and then come back to them. If you haven't heard from them, sometimes they just come out of the woodwork and they're like, hey, sorry, I haven't talked to you. I was vacationing in Italy or something. I don't know.
That happens to me a lot.
Yeah. So, that's what I do. I try to follow up a couple times for the next couple of months. And then if they have totally ignored me, they're just, doing whatever they're doing. You can check back in with them, a couple months later. You don't have to write them off, but I feel like there are so many people out there that we don't really need to beat it to death, if you feel like
use that as a blitzing opportunity?
Say that again.
Do you ever use those people who don't reply to you for a while, do you ever use them as a blitzing opportunity? Like whenever you say you have 3 spots left, or like what we were doing the other day whenever, I guess maybe the BOGO stuff, I don't remember, but something, the 90-day push or 60-day push, whatever, and you're messaging everybody. Like, do you ever use those people as leads, I guess?
For like as customer leads?
Yeah, either or.
I mean, yeah, I think that's fine. I guess with me, a lead is a lead. You can always follow up with those people, but I like to just focus on getting fresh leads because I feel like the people that you've already talked with and followed up with multiple times, like they still have the information. They know it's there. They're, and involved in whatever's going on in their life. And if you're still posting, they're still, as long as they're following you still, they're still seeing what you're doing. So you're almost following up with them indirectly daily anyway. So I just kind of let it go for a while and focus on new people, because there are people that will contact you that, might follow up in a week or, sign up with you in a week too. So, or a month or whatever it is. So just, try not to bug people too much. I feel like there are a lot of distributors out there that are pushing, and it comes across more like,
did something happen?
You there? Who's there? I don't know who's talking. But if you're pushing people a little too much, then people are going to think that you're just in it to fill a spot. You're just in it for yourself. And the truth is, we need to make it more about them and less about us. It's not about, we're here to grow our paychecks and to develop our businesses, but it's really about the other person, and they're going to join you if they feel like you have their best interest in mind, instead of just, hey, I'm looking to join 2 people to my team. It's more about, hey, are you ready? Because this is a good time for you, and you're ready to change, or they're ready to change their life. So don't push too much, just push a little bit.
See, that's how I see it, but I've seen a few videos from a lot of our higher leaders, I guess, that say use those people as leads, but I feel like that is very door-to-door salesy.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think any lead is ever like a cold lead unless somebody tells you to leave them alone. Like I've had people say, I usually people don't even say that, they just will unfollow you or whatever. But most of the time, if somebody's just unresponsive for a long time, you can let it just ride it out and then come back to it. I don't know. It's personal. I guess it's a personal choice. But for me, I feel like some of the time the people that don't respond right away are just looking for them to come back to you on their own terms. So I kind of let that be and just keep posting and keep staying consistent that way. Does that make sense?
Can you hear me? I don't even know what's happening. I don't know if you're waiting for my response, but yes, that makes sense. I was trying to hand my daughter off.
Okay, so let's see. What do you guys think would help as far as training for this month, or do you have any questions or concerns, or what you need to be doing in all month to get busy in January? It's so quiet.
Well, I think definitely getting the distributors is huge.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because, the steps to success say we should be getting 3 distributors a month, and you're like, okay, if I get 3 distributors a month and one of those distributors decides to work, how long is it going to take me to get to whatever rank I'm working towards? So the question, I think, is if you were to look at your Instagram or your Facebook and, look at it from a different perspective, pretend you're not you, and you look at your Instagram, would you feel inspired to join you?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're all going to answer. Okay, so Julie, would you feel inspired to join you?
I don't know. I would hope so.
All right. Anyone else? Who feels like they would be inspired to join themselves?
I would.
I actually
I
like
do.
mine now.
Say that again, Tara. Is it Tara? Am I saying it right? Is it Tara?
Yeah, it's Tara. Yeah, don't call me Tara.
Okay.
I think mine looks good. Like, I've been like watching all the Jade Hooper videos, and like I watched her like post video this morning and all that, and I feel like mine looks good. And like I went through and deleted some of the posts that were like too like obvious that I was selling wraps. And like I think it looks good. I got like 7 new followers in the last 24 hours after I changed some stuff and started posting more. So it obviously works. You just have to keep at it, I guess.
And I think, I think a huge part of it, I know for me, I really feel like a lot of the time people will join you just because it's not even about the business. It's just about you. Like, you're kind of creating a brand for yourself. So people need to know you. They need to see more of your personal life.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are hesitant. I've had a lot of distributors that sign up and they're like, I don't want to, even create or I want to create a separate account. I don't want people
What
to,
do you tell people at that point?
if they're telling me that they want to create like a separate whole everything,
Yeah.
I'm straightforward.
Yeah, so am I.
I feel like, you can try to tiptoe around it and say, oh, okay, no problem, do this, do that. But those people are going to kind of have a harder time getting going because they kind of have to start and then restart because they find out that it's really not working, creating it all separate and everything. So I just kind of tell people from the beginning, like I've had distributors that don't even have Facebooks. I know. Is there anyone in here that didn't have a Facebook? I don't think so. But I've had people recently that didn't even have Facebook, and I just tell them, I'm like, well, you need a Facebook. That's just what you need to do. Like, you need a Facebook.
Yeah.
That's where our team training is. There's just no ifs or buts about that. So if they think they want to, keep it all separate, I tell them. I've had distributors that have done that. They struggle harder than people that just get going from the get-go and like let people know what they're doing. And, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. Like, you just have to get real. You have to share your life with people. And if you try to separate it, it usually just doesn't work. It's just really hard because people want to see how it's actually working in your life. They don't want to see something that seems like you're trying to hide something or robotic or, like they want to see how this is really affecting your real life. So you just have to be honest. And if those people aren't willing to do that, then they're probably not willing to do a lot of things in the business.
Yeah.
And
Damn. I have a PDT that was telling me she wanted to make a separate account. I told her, you want people to see that you're real and what you have to show is real.
yeah.
And she was saying that she didn't want to bombard her friends' Facebook
That's what
or
it is.
news
though.
feed with it works stuff. And I told her that if she's making it seem as real as possible, it's not gonna be that way to other people.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the hard part of it. People, like, I can tell you there are lots of reasons why, like here, I followed up with like 10 people tonight. Oh, wait, maybe this is the girl. I don't know.
I want an iPhone so bad.
Somebody said, no, sorry, I've been talking with another distributor about becoming one. Okay. Anyway, now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? What did you just
Your
say?
question. Oh, never mind. She was talking about the person who did it, who wanted to make a separate account for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say that a lot of people, they don't even know. Some of the time it's just because they don't know. They don't know what we know. We have to remember that. They don't know how the business is going to work for them or how we work social media or any of that. So sometimes people just don't do it because they don't know, and they need to be, guided a little bit in the direction that we feel could help them better. But the other part of it is people are not going to always support you. Like, I can't tell you how many people laughed at me. I'm sure they talked behind my back. They're like, what is she talking about? It's changing her life this much. What is she talking about? Why isn't she getting a real job? Why?
I feel like a lot of my family probably says that.
Yeah.
Especially now that I stopped going to school.
Yeah, so I know, there were people, I had like family friends from my whole life. Like, somebody unfriended me because she thought that it was, I shouldn't be talking about this, or I shouldn't be talking about that it was like bragging, or, that was personal information. Meanwhile, she's doing the same thing in a different way, but can't see it. But she, people will do that. But I can tell you that the people that have unfriended me, it's a very small amount of people. It's very, very small. And, they probably weren't the most supportive people. They were probably already talking about you behind your back. So I think that whole getting over ourselves is the biggest thing we can do. Don't be thinking about what somebody's going to think if you post about making extra money. Don't be ashamed of that. I can tell you, John was working 2 jobs. He does landscaping. Landscaping does not require a college degree. Neither of us have college degrees. I had my real estate license. So, that was embarrassing to be like, hey, I'm not making it at real estate. I feel like I failed at it. And here people are seeing, like, here she goes doing something else, something random. Like, they thought I was crazy, but I didn't care because I needed it to work, and I was excited, and it was about my family. It wasn't about what people thought. So even my own sister was like, what is she talking about? Why is she acting like this is so amazing? And now she's a distributor and she loves doing it. So the people that don't support you, whatever, they'll come around. But we need to be sharing our personal life. Otherwise, people are not going to believe that you're that this is doing anything for you. So there are a million people on Instagram that have a spammy or a business account, and people are going to join you because they feel connected with you. If they don't feel connected, they're not going to join.
It's like going through Instagram, following people, and you see somebody that every picture is at work.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I feel bad because I think those people just either, one, they're not tapping into resources that they have, like their own team to learn how to do what, the business, or maybe they don't even have an upline that has, that gives them information and helps them and supports. I mean, we are so lucky. We have an awesome team page. We have Missy, who is almost Black Diamond at the top of our upline,
That's crazy.
Like, I had no idea. I joined Jenna. She found me on Instagram, and there was a girl that I went to school with that actually was doing it too. And I almost joined with her. And I remember last minute, it was kind of like I felt obligated. I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just join with her. But I decided to go with Jenna because she made me feel like a person. Like she made me feel secure and she answered every question I had. And even though she was like 750 miles away, it felt right. And I can't imagine having not joined with her because she's under Megan, who is under Missy, and Missy is like I get emotional even thinking about it. She's just amazing. So you guys have an awesome team. There are people that don't even have team pages at all.
Yeah, I am going to sign DT next week, and she was telling me, she used to be with It Works. She was telling me that her team didn't have Facebook pages, or like she didn't know of YouTube videos to watch or anything, so she didn't have any encouragement.
Yeah.
And no, her name's Andrea. Once she messaged me about it and asked how it was going for me, I told her about the team pages and all the videos and stuff, and she hopped right on. She's like, that's what I want. That's what I was looking for. So
Yeah, that's a big deal because this is all very confusing in the beginning. Sorry about all of my 90 questions, Natalie.
Mine too.
But I mean, Taylor, like that, for me, that's a sign I'm that kind of person. Like I can tell you, I was probably so neurotic. Like Jenna was probably like, get away from me. Like I wanted to
That's how I felt.
well, I was like, okay, so if I do this and this happens, well, what if this happens? Or what if this doesn't happen and this happens? You know, I'm that kind of person. Like I'm a control freak. And he was probably like, if this girl asks me 700 questions and then totally sucks, I'm going to be so mad. But, you know, so asking questions is good. I mean, as long as you don't want to be asking every single question and not doing the work for yourself. But if your distributors are coming to you and talking to you, that's a good sign that they're excited and, you know, they want to do things right. Like that's how it was for me. I wanted to make sure I did it right. I wanted to learn right the first time. So yeah, you guys have an awesome team. And I can tell you when I first started, nobody was even working Instagram yet. Like Jade was on Instagram, Missy was on Instagram, but Megan and Jenna were just kind of starting to tap into it. So the only training I ever had from Instagram was Missy did 1 or 2 calls back then about Instagram, and I just followed what she said what she said to do, and then I started trying to figure out on my own. There's so many videos, so much information out there that there shouldn't be anyone on here that doesn't know, that can't find the information of, you know, how to do their Instagram. Like I can't even explain it to you, but you guys have so much good stuff out there and there's always new stuff. So just be thankful for that and promote that. Like you guys said, a lot of the time people are just afraid that they're going to fail. So I know that was my biggest thing. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to even get a distributor or a customer. So let people know that they're not going to be alone, that they will have you the whole time, you know, to hold their hand through it, and that you will help them, and that we have a team. And I think that's the biggest thing. People are afraid that they're going to fail on their own, but just let them know that they're not alone.
All right, I have a really important to me question.
Okay.
On Saturday, I'm having a team meeting at Amanda's house. Obviously not in Canada.
Wow, you're making a really good paycheck.
That would be committed. Anyway, so some of my distributors are bringing their potential distributors. So do you have any tips for me? Because I'm a little nervous.
You know,
I'm supposed to be talking.
The only tip I really have, because I've done most of my business without even being in front of real people. I've only signed one distributor face to face, and she was a friend from school, and it was like my 3rd week in the business, and I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. I didn't know, like, I was just sweating. And like, please sign up with me, but you know, try not to be desperate. And the only tip I have for you really is to just be excited, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't, you know, if you say something kind of off weird or whatever, if your detail isn't straight, whatever, you have to just let people know how excited you are and that you're excited, share your goals with them, share what accomplishments you have had, share your teammates' accomplishments. That's what I did in the beginning. I shared Jenna's story, Jenna's story. I shared that my upline was a diamond, that she was making this amount of money, that she was able to stay at home with her kids. And that helped me. I think that was, I wasn't making enough money yet that people were super impressed. So by sharing her story, I think it got more interest. I think I got a lot of distributors that way. So share your upline story.
Yeah, I've talked about you quite a bit.
I have too.
Well, that and maybe we can share our whys and our
Yes.
goals with everybody so that they
Yeah.
can see how motivated we are.
Yeah,
For
and
sure,
you
yeah.
can share, talk to people about, we don't have any information on bonuses or anything yet, but, share what they did last year. Tell people they were offering, $20,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 bonuses. You just have to share what what people could potentially accomplish. So,
And that extended Ruby bonus.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just say just be excited because you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, even for like wrap parties, it does not have to be perfect. The products are good enough. The company is amazing enough and people will join you because you're excited. So try to relax. I think that's the biggest thing. Don't be a sweaty mess like I was.
Yeah, maybe have like a glass of wine first. Or
Or two.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let's see. Does anyone else let's see. I don't know. Anybody have any other questions or things that they're feeling frustrated with or?
I have a question for like when it goes back to posting. I have like quite a few distributors who feel like when it comes to like life posts, like they all think their life is boring and like they're always wondering what to post. I try to tell them just, I don't know, post what you eat, post what you're doing, but I feel like they kind of really struggle with it. So I just know what I could say to help them kind of like make their posts better.
Do you mean like just like not so much opportunity posts, but just like posting throughout the day, like?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any magic answer to that either. I think it just comes from how much you want this. If you want it really bad, you'll find something to post about.
I posted about hair products and I had quite a few people comment on it. So, I mean,
about just like general stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I was starting or my first 6 months, like nobody even knew how bad everything was for us. Like nobody knew we were on food stamps. Nobody knew anything. So I didn't have lots of money to go shopping. I didn't have posts about how great my life was, but I made it seem that way. And it wasn't that it was a lie, but I just shared every bit of good that was in my life. If I did have a good meal, I took a picture of it. If I, whatever it was, like you need to step out of your comfort zone. If you're feeling like you're always in your house and nothing is exciting, go out, go places that aren't going to cost you money or whatever. But you have to do it. I think those people that get frustrated, I think that they just need to push themselves harder. I know it's hard. You can't really be like, hey, push yourself harder, but that's what they need to do. Does that help at all?
Yeah. Thanks.
I think too, like if people are having a hard time figuring out what to post out of their daily life, like a good option is to go on Pinterest and find like your dream, dream bathroom, dream house goals, post those, because I mean you can find so many amazing pictures on there to share.
Yeah, and especially like, we don't all have, great environments around us all the time, you know, and posting things like that, whether it's like humor quotes or, you know, like funny pictures or Pinterest. I used to do that all the time because I was on Pinterest before I did It Works. I basically did Pinterest. So
What does that even mean?
so like I miss Pinterest, but I put my efforts back into my business now instead. So, but yeah, I mean, that's a great thing to do. And, you know, Pinterest pictures are high quality in most cases. So, I mean, you don't want to act
That's
like
where I get all of
something
my morning posts.
Pinterest. Because
Yeah.
people want to see, you know, and I think it's good for you too, because you'll believe, you start to believe that things are possible for you. And, you need to think like, I never doubted that I was, you know, I never thought I wasn't going to be diamond. Like I didn't know how long it was going to take me, but that was my goal. And I never, I remember in the beginning, I talked a lot about how I was going to retire John. And I think that got me a huge amount of interest. Maybe you're not even going to retire your husband because you can't stand him to be at home with you all the time, but you could talk about, you know, you could talk about, that it's possibility. So I remember in the beginning, I posted a lot about, I'm so excited. A year from now, I'm going to bring my husband home. And people are like, what are you talking about? I got interest all the time in that, you know?
That's what me.
Or doing a job that they'll actually enjoy. I know I post that about Jack a lot.
Yeah. Or, you know, something that maybe it'll pay less, but it's not as far away. Or maybe it's less stressful, whatever. You just post and post and post because you don't know what's going to draw people in. Everybody's going to connect with a different story. So if you're not putting stories out there for them to connect with, they're not going to feel the need or feel inspired. They need to feel like, hey, she said something that hit home for me, you know?
One good post for this season right now would be, like, I know for us last year, I felt like I really had to divide up grocery shopping and Christmas presents, whereas this year I can do both freely. Like, I've just been we don't eat meat, so I have to get fresh vegetables all the time, and it's nice to be able to just, like, go whenever I feel like it, as well as Christmas shopping right now.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than having to do everything on such a schedule because money is so scheduled.
Yeah. Yeah. Last Christmas, my paycheck was only $500, and $500 in the beginning. I also want to tell you guys, like in the beginning, your paycheck's $100, or maybe it gets to 200 and you're like, holy crap, I'm like,
Yeah.
in the beginning, it takes a lot of effort for a small paycheck. It takes a lot of effort, and not that you can slow down when it gets bigger, but in the beginning, you are making really little money for the amount of effort you're putting in. But just know that, I remember when I hit, was it Emerald, my paycheck went up to $900, and I was like, holy crap, like I made it. And when I hit Diamond, it went from $900. I got the double good bonus. It went from $900 to $3,200. And I literally, like, I died. I felt like I did. I was hitting John.
You're going to use that phrase and drink Starbucks every day?
Yeah. I was like smacking him, punching him, screaming, crying, like, you know, so know that even if you hit Emerald, your paycheck might be small, because average paycheck is like $1,100, but that doesn't mean that your paycheck will be $1,100 initially. Yeah. So it's just going to be small in the beginning. You're going to have to be okay with that. And you're going to have to keep putting in the same amount of work for a little bit of money and keep going until one day it's going to get bigger. So just know that it's normal to have a small paycheck. One day you'll be like, when it hits I remember it hit $500, and I was excited because that was $500 I didn't have before. And it's also so exciting because you guys have to remember that you are the ones making every dollar of your money. Like to grow a paycheck by your own work, nobody's paying it out to you. I mean, yes, they're paying it out, but you're the ones deciding what your paycheck is. So you just have to be proud of that. Be proud of every dollar that is coming your way and be thankful, because I remember when it hit $300, I think it was going up $100 a month because I was working my butt off. I signed 4 people a month and I was getting around 4 customers a month. And every month it went up about $100. And I remember looking at John, I was like, this is actually working. Like maybe if I keep doing this, it'll keep going up. And then it kind of leveled off at Ruby. I was at $500 for a couple of months until I hit Emerald. But, you know, you can't give up. You cannot give up, because what if you sign somebody tomorrow after not signing anyone for 3 months or 4 months, and they are somebody that needs this, like you need it? And what if they like totally surprise you? What if they don't just fall out? And what if they run and, you know, change everything for you? So it's possible. I have girls on here that are doing that. So, all right. Anybody else? What is this I'm seeing up here? Is this like somebody's, who is that? I see lights on the ceiling. They've got it muted. Is that Ashley? Who is that? Ashley?
It's me. I'm at Target.
I was like, I see Target up there. I knew it was Target.
That's awesome.
Can you just like walk around? I can virtually shop with you.
Yeah.
Erica thinks I'm crazy.
Okay, so anything else, guys?
I don't think so.
Okay, so if you're having trouble getting distributors, you need to just get emotional.
Look at that person.
Huh? Oh. You need to let go of all your fears, get emotional, make emotional posts every single night, and make sure that make sure before you hit send on your post or whatever it says, read it back and think about whether or not that's really going to inspire somebody, because otherwise you're just putting something out there that like you're just going through the motions. So
and make sure you spell everything correctly, because I do that a lot.
I do it too.
That's me. Like every post.
And that, make sure you're spelling stuff correctly, because people see somebody that like they can look up to, and somebody that seems like they have their stuff together. So anything else, guys?
I don't think so.
I think I'm done. My head's about to explode.
I know. I've got my oils here going. Anyone else have theirs?
No.
You can smell it through the screen.
In my dreams.
Thanks. I want to get that purse first.
Oh my god.
They have a Christmas ornament now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's $14. I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that.
That bathrobe is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Jack was like, is that comfortable?
And they have pens, which is cool.
Yeah.
Pens.
Not that I go anywhere that anybody needs a pen. Does anybody have that purse? Or am I doing it?
She's in love with the It Works purse.
I haven't even seen it. Or maybe I did and I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, well, everybody says it's really ugly, but my mom.
All right, guys. I guess to end, just make it your goal every single day. You just want to be talking about your goals. You want to be talking about how your life is going to change, because they might think you're BSing them all month. But when January comes and they have all these amazing bonuses and your teammates are doing great things and they're seeing all of that, that's when they're going to join you. So make this the month that they're watching you, because you're going to get a lot of, hey, I don't have money right now, or people ignoring you, and January will come. And I promise you, people are going to just, they're going to either want to be paying off their debt because they just went into debt from Christmas, or they're sick of having the same kind of year and they want a fresh start. So just be excited this month. Every post needs to have excitement in it.
And also, I just had a thought. These people that aren't replying, it's probably really good to follow up with everybody in the beginning of the year, because like Christmas is a tight time and people may not be comfortable telling somebody who is somewhat of a stranger that they don't have the money to spend right now.
Yeah, and the other thing you just made me think of is, and I remember this last year, a huge part of it is tax return money.
Yeah.
So people that will not have the money all year round, maybe they have $500 coming back or whatever it is for tax returns, and they've been watching you all year, and tax return time is the time. I would say at least 50% of the distributors I signed up last year at the beginning of the year signed up because of tax return money. So it's the time, it's like the chance that everyone has that they didn't think they had all year happens at that time. So that's a huge part of it for people. And you can post about that too. I think that we did that a lot last year. Come January 1st, talk about, taking your tax return money and, turning it back into more money or whatever it is. There'll be tons of posts going around about that. So anything else? I'm exhausted.
Yeah, my face is so hot. My head hurts so bad.
Look at that cute baby. Can you guys see everybody at once, or on my phone, do you just see me? Or on your phone?
I see people at a time.
I see 9 people. Yeah, 9 people at a time.
Okay. All right. Well, I recorded that, so I don't know. I guess there'll be like a share link that maybe I can share on the page. And we can do it if you guys want to do this weekly. I think it's good just to talk to people too, because sometimes we feel like our spouses or whoever, like, they don't understand what the heck we're doing on our phone all day, or
Jack gets frustrated.
or they're like, why are you on your phone all day but your paycheck was like $82?
Yeah.
So I think it's just good to connect, and I think it helps us stay inspired and motivated, and I don't know. I guess that's all I have.
Thanks. That was good. That was really good.
All right. Well, we will do one next week, and if you guys want to talk about something specific, just let me know, or we can ramble or whatever, and I guess we'll just set it up for probably next Tuesday, because I think wrap party is Thursday this week.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll see you guys later. Just like talk to people I haven't even talked to before.
It's fun.
It was fun. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.